Hey guys, Cubby here with my comic reviews this week. I got to read Blackacre, #1. Now, I love to jump on a book when it's #1, especially review it. That way I know I can just jump into it, not expect anything. And that's, I think everyone, they always jump on a #1. And this was actually pretty cool. It starts off, and it seemed like it was gonna be a weird concept, like it was in the future, but they go and kind of explain how things went from our time in the present to where they're at now. And it almost seemed like they were going to be like, oh my god, zombies and pirates overtook the world and they fought each other. And I was like, what? But they kind of like explain, that's kind of like what's going on right now in our world. And the story is essentially about the 1% building a massive city, gated community, whatever you want to call it, called Blackacre. And they just live there. They kind of like secluded themselves from everyone, and now they're all by themselves. And there's a lot more to the story. A lot of, government's different, government's crazy. A lot of things are really whacked out in the story, but it's really cool, and I can't wait to kind of pick up on it. I mean, it wasn't the greatest book I've read this week, but it was really interesting, and it has a cool futuristic take to it, but it's still very like low tech. Not like, oh, it's 100 years in the future. There's hover cars and teleportation devices, and everyone lives in Mars and in glass tubes. No, it's still normal. There's still Humvees. Like it's whatever. But it's an interesting concept that I think will have really good stories in the future. Could completely crash and burn. I don't know yet. It's still way too early. So definitely check this out if you're into really cool future stories. I definitely am, so I'm going to give it 3.5 nerd skulls. Art was a little weird, so that's why it's not getting like a 4 or 5. But it's still really good, and check it out.